After a week of rising tension, North Korea has told foreign diplomats it can't guarantee their safety if there's war, and they should consider leaving the country. Now, there are also reports that it's deployed more medium-range missiles on mobile launchers. Meanwhile, here in Britain, the Foreign Office has said it was consulting its international partners but had no immediate plans to withdraw its embassy staff.
North Korean Foreign Ministry officials on Friday called on foreign entities to be prepared to evacuate. Countries with embassy staff include Russia and Britain. A British Foreign Office spokesperson said they were told that if war breaks out, North Korea can't guarantee the safety of diplomats and representatives of international organizations from April 10th. He said staff would not be immediately evacuated while discussions are held with the representatives of other countries.
North Korea's posturing grows ever more aggressive. State TV has released footage of Kim Jong-un and his generals in Pyongyang, apparently discussing where in the United States their rockets could attack. It was filmed last week and was part of a series of sequences of Kim Jong-un broadcast to his people, reviewing the troops as they practiced a seaborne invasion, shown overseeing live rocket-firing exercises. All part of his message of defiance to the South and the wider world. To counter this, Seoul has increased its readiness and warned its northern neighbour to dampen down its rhetoric.
북한이 도발과 위협에 굴하지 않고
We will not passively submit to North Korean threats and provocations. We will demonstrate a strong response. We will be loud and clear and take appropriate action against any misconduct on the North's part.
For its part, the United States is deploying an anti-missile system to Guam to try to dissuade the North Koreans from attacking them.
We've obviously seen the reports that North Korea may be making preparations to launch a missile, and we're monitoring this situation closely, and we would not be surprised to see them take such an action. We have seen them launch missiles in the past, and the United Nations Security Council has repeatedly condemned them.
The North Korean authorities have also warned foreign countries that they can no longer guarantee the safety of their embassies in Pyongyang if armed conflict breaks out.
One U.S. official called the warning weird. No one is sure what the North Koreans are trying to do. It comes as the U.S. now believes North Korea has loaded 2 Musadon missiles into mobile launchers and could be ready to fire them at any time from its eastern coastline. Those missiles, with a 2,500-mile range, theoretically could hit targets as far away as Guam and even Alaska's west coast.
We would not be surprised to see them take such an action.
But no one can say for sure if and when a launch might happen. The U.S. is watching 2 critical dates on the calendar. April 15th, the 101st birthday of Kim Il-sung, the late North Korean leader, and April 30th, when the current U.S.-South Korea military exercise ends. U.S. officials worry the regime could then feel free to launch a small-scale attack, perhaps at sea or across the border. But it's hard to really know what the North Koreans have in mind. After days of broadcasts with talk of war, for now, it's news stores, farms, and medicine on state TV.
The proposal was made to all the embassies in Pyongyang, and we are now trying to clarify the situation. We asked our North Korean neighbors a number of questions we normally have to ask in this situation. We're now in close contact with China, the United States, South Korea and Japan, participants in the 6-party talks on North Korea's nuclear program. The US already has Patriot missiles in place on a base in South Korea and has recently shored up its military footprint with more destroyers in the Western Pacific. Former Cuban leader Fidel Castro and longtime ally of North Korea has described the situation as one of the gravest risks of nuclear war since the Cuban Missile Crisis 50 years ago.
This is an unusually sophisticated show of force from North Korea. New pictures of Kim Jong-un watching as his military launch an unmanned plane and then shoot it down. For a country delivering rhetoric on a daily basis, this is significant. It's all happening beyond this guard post, across a border that's closed. This is the front line, a demilitarized zone splitting the two countries. To the left is no man's land, and yet, right next to it, in the south, normal life. But all this hides what is now a rapidly escalating standoff. Foreign diplomats the other side of this border in Pyongyang have been told that their safety will no longer be guaranteed.